In this video, I'm going to show you the best video editing laptop you can get at every price range. No matter your budget, I will help you find the best pick for your needs. Let's go. First, we are going to take a look at the best options in the under $800 range. First, we have the Acer Aspire 5A 515-5756 UV. This laptop surprised me with its Intel Core i5-12450H processor and a Thunderbolt 4 port, which is amazing for fast file transfers from an external drive, but its integrated graphics will really make you wait during renders. You get a decent 512GB solid-state drive for your projects and a full high-definition screen, though with only 8GB of system memory, your editing timeline might start to stutter with lots of clips and effects. For very basic 1080p cutting and trimming, it gets the job done. But when compared to the others, you'll feel the lack of a dedicated graphics card and sufficient memory almost immediately. Next, we have the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 516 IAH8. This Lenovo steps things up with a newer 13th generation Core i5 processor and a generous 16GB of fast system memory, which makes scrubbing through a 1080p timeline much smoother than on the Aspire 5. I absolutely love the taller 16-inch 16:10 aspect ratio screen because it gives you so much more room for your editing timeline. However, you're still stuck with integrated Intel graphics, so exporting your final video will be a slow, purely processor-driven task. It's a much more balanced machine for editing than the Aspire 5 thanks to the extra memory and better screen, but it still can't compete with the raw rendering power a dedicated graphics card provides. Finally, we have the Acer Nitro Phi 15 ANV 1550-159MT. Now this is the one for video editing in this price range because it packs a dedicated NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2050 graphics card that will slash your export times and make playback with effects actually possible. It shares the same capable 13th generation Core i5 processor as the Lenovo, but Acer made a strange choice by only including 8GB of system memory, which will be a bottleneck you'll want to upgrade almost right away. Despite the lower memory compared to the IdeaPad, the dedicated graphics card and its video acceleration make this Nitro V the clear winner for anyone serious about video editing, as it speeds up the most time-consuming parts of the entire workflow. Next, we are going to take a look at the best options in the $800 to $1,500 range. First, we have the Apple MacBook Air. The new M3 chip is surprisingly capable for video editing, easily handling 1080p and even lighter 4K timelines in Final Cut Pro. And the battery life is so good, it feels like it lasts forever. The big drawback here is the fanless design. For long exports or complex effects, performance will slow down to manage heat, which is a problem the Dell and HP with their active cooling just don't have. While its liquid retina display is beautiful and color accurate for grading, you are limited to only 2 Thunderbolt ports, meaning you will absolutely need a dongle for your card readers and external drives. Next, we have the Dell Inspiron 16 Plus 7630. This laptop is all about raw power for the money, cramming in a high-performance Intel processor and a dedicated NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series graphics card that just demolishes render times compared to the MacBook Air. The trade-off for that performance is a chassis that feels noticeably more plastic and less premium than the all-metal bodies of the HP and Apple, and its screen, while a sharp 2.5K resolution, lacks the sheer wow factor of the HP's OLED panel. I do love that it comes with a fantastic port selection, including a full-size SD card slot, a huge win for editors, but be warned that the fans can really ramp up and get loud when you're pushing it hard on an export. Finally, we have the HP Envy 16. This one feels like the best of both worlds, giving you a solid, premium-feeling metal build like the MacBook, but with the powerful dedicated graphics and Windows flexibility you get from the Dell. The absolute standout feature for me is the optional OLED screen, which runs at a super smooth 120Hz and makes color grading an absolute dream with its perfect blacks and vibrant colors. It generally packs the same powerful Intel and NVIDIA hardware as the Dell, making it a beast for Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, but it often lands at a slightly higher price, forcing you to decide between the pure value of the Dell or the superior screen and build quality you get right here. Next, we're going to take a look at the best options in the $1,500 to $2,500 range. First, we have the Dell Alienware M16R2, and this thing is an absolute powerhouse for video editing with its Intel Core Ultra 9 processor and a full-power NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070, which just chews through 4K timelines and render exports. The Quad HD Plus screen with its 240Hz refresh rate is incredibly smooth for scrubbing footage, but honestly its color accuracy, while good, just doesn't have the same pop or deep blacks as the OLED panels on the other two laptops. Its sheer performance is incredible due to beefy thermals that keep it cool under load, but the bulky, gamer-focused design makes it feel more like a portable desktop than a laptop I would want to carry around every day. Next, we have the Dell XPS 169640, and if I had to pick a laptop based purely on a professional look and premium feel, this would be the one. The sleek aluminum body is gorgeous, and it's way easier to pack in a bag than the Alienware. Its optional 4K plus OLED touch display is absolutely stunning for color grading your footage, but I found that during long video exports, the slim design gets quite warm and the performance can slow down a bit, making it fall behind the Zephyrus. My main issue when using it was the port selection, because you are limited to only USB-C, which means you will constantly need an adapter to plug in your cameras, microphones, and external drives. Finally, we have the Asus ROG Zephyrus G16, and for me, this machine is the perfect compromise. Blending the performance of a gaming laptop with the sleek professional design of something like the XPS, it manages to fit a powerful Intel Core Ultra 9 processor and an RTX 4070 into a new thin aluminum body, and that 2.5K ROG Nebula OLED display running at 240Hz is easily the best screen here for both editing and previewing your work. While it definitely beats the XPS in sustained rendering tasks thanks to a superior cooling system, it still won't match the absolute raw sustained power of the much thicker Alienware, but for a creative who needs to be mobile, this is the one that provides the best balance of everything. Next, we're going to take a look at the best options in the $2,500 to $3,500 range. First, we have the Asus ProArt P16H7606. The 3.2K OLED screen on this thing is absolutely gorgeous for color grading your footage, and the physical Asus style gives me this tactile, precise control over the timeline that I just don't get from the other two laptops. It comes with a beefy Intel Core i9 processor and an NVIDIA RTX 4070 graphics card that tore through my 8K exports, although the chassis does get quite warm to the touch during those really long rendering sessions. While it might not have the absolute peak processing power of the MSI, its combination of a world-class display, the useful dial, and a full-size SD card reader makes it feel like the most complete purpose-built editing machine of the bunch. Next, we have the Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7. Right away, you can feel that legendary ThinkPad durability, and I think it has the best keyboard I've ever typed on, while the new Intel Core Ultra processor inside brings a dedicated neural processing unit that noticeably speeds up artificial intelligence features like transcription in my editing software. The real game changer here is the new LPCAMM 2 memory, which is user upgradable, a huge plus for future-proofing, though its professional NVIDIA RTX 80 series graphics card is built more for stability than the raw gaming power found in the others. It feels significantly more robust than both the Asus and MSI, and while its display is sharp and color accurate, it just doesn't have that vibrant punch you get from the ProArt's OLED panel. Finally, we have the MSI Creator M16HXC14V. If you are a creative who just needs maximum raw power for the money, this is your machine, as its desktop-class Intel Core i9HX processor smoked the Asus and Lenovo in every single one of my rendering benchmarks. That powerful processor combined with a high wattage and NVIDIA RTX 4070 makes scrubbing through multiple 4K streams with effects feel buttery smooth, but be warned, this performance comes with very loud fans and a battery life that pretty much chains you to a wall outlet. It completely lacks the clever creator features of the Asus ProArt and the premium business class feel of the ThinkPad, but for pure speed in encoding and exporting your final project, this laptop is the undisputed king in this price range. Next, we are going to take a look at the best options in the $3,500 plus range. First, we have the Apple MacBook Pro 16 with the M4 Max chip. Working on this machine is an incredible experience for video editing, as the new chip's efficiency allows for all-day 8K ProRes editing on battery without a hiccup, and the Liquid Retina XDR display is one of the best screens I've ever used. The unified memory architecture is a game changer for scrubbing complex timelines smoothly, but be warned that upgrading the memory or internal storage at the time of purchase is unbelievably expensive. While it stays impressively cool and quiet for most tasks, it just cannot match the sustained raw rendering power of a beast like the MSI Titan under a heavy, hours-long export. And you will definitely need to carry a dongle for its limited selection of ports. Next, we have the MSI Titan 18HX. This thing is a definition of a desktop replacement, packing an Intel Core i9 processor and a full-power NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 laptop graphics processing unit that smashes through renders and handles real-time playback of visual effects. Heavy timelines faster than any other portable machine I have tested. Its massive 18-inch 4K mini LED screen is unbelievably good for grading footage with its high brightness and 120Hz refresh rate, but that power and screen come in a chassis that is so large and heavy, it almost defeats the purpose of being a laptop. Unlike the MacBook, the Titan has every single port you could possibly need, but you will have to keep it plugged in because the battery lasts for maybe an hour during a demanding edit, and the cooling fans get so loud it sounds like you are preparing for takeoff. Finally, we have the HP ZBook Studio G11. This laptop feels like the serious professional's tool, with its independent software vendor certifications ensuring that critical applications like Adobe Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve run with rock-solid stability, all viewed on a gorgeous and perfectly color-accurate Dreamcolor display. It strikes a fantastic middle ground, offering more graphics horsepower for things like 3D effects with its NVIDIA RTX Ada generation graphics card compared to the MacBook, while being far more sleek and portable than the gargantuan MSI Titan. The catch is that you are paying a premium for that professional certification and balanced design. And while it is an incredibly reliable workhorse, it simply won't win a drag race against the Titan when it comes to pure, brute force rendering speed. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you found this video to be helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future.